Give you a spin on it. So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down on the Thursday grid. Let's see what we got in this thing. But first things first, I am having a beautiful Italian puglia. This is a Primitivo. Delicious. I've had them before, but sometimes it's just nice to make it a refreshment. Everything you'd expect in it, plus a nice bit of a hint of vanilla and some tobacco in there. And I've finally gotten used to distinguishing those two. It was very difficult for me at first to get the vanilla and the tobacco, but now I think we're okay. So let's see what we got here. So we have a grid today by Damon Golchinski, edited by Joel Faliano, who incidentally did the mini puzzle again today. Man of many talents. Let's hop into our grid, see what we got. Okay, build up. Well, whenever I see 5 letters in build up, I automatically just put in a mass because, you know, why not? Blank Douglas Home, former British PM, and that would be Alec. And no, I don't have all the British prime ministers memorized, but I have a good deal of them memorized. But pretty much from about 1920 to now, nothing really before, outside of maybe Benjamin Disraeli. I have some work to do in that area, I know. So a pike relative. First of all, what's related to a pike that's only 5 letters long? The only thing I can even think of would be a pickerel or something, right? I mean, that's, unless it's not a pike like that. Hit the ball well in baseball slang. This is a mash, maybe. So, not a fan of, could be anti. So maybe a pike relative, actually, maybe we're thinking of maybe like heads on pikes, right? You know, maybe we're talking about a lance. Symbols of sovereignty. And SC, maybe scepters? Could be. Big name in cosmetics, Estee Lauder. Nabisco cookie brand. Well, too long for Chips Ahoy. Views as the future, maybe sees into. Huh, okay. Either parent of Zeus, so we're not talking about a specific. So we must be talking about the fact that all of the Greek gods they were given life by the Titans. Counsel, I guess an attorney. Looks like we're going to have Chips Ahoy anyway, but I don't know how we're going to put that in. That's only 4 letters, unless we're talking about a rebus. It is Thursday, isn't it? I mean, of course it's Thursday. I mean, okay. Okay. Got my mind on right. Let's go. Specialty espresso drink. Adjective that's been called one of the most hated words in the English language. I think I know this. I think it's moist. I don't have a problem with moist. I have a problem with the adjective, or the lack of the adjective anymore, because of course, it's been reappropriated, you know, by the actual LGBTQ community. But I hate that we can't use the adjective queer anymore to describe things that are odd or different, because it was used with such vitriol for so long that it's taken on a new meaning. Now that irritates me. But as far as an actual most hated word in English language, I don't think I have one. I think I love them all. So I think I just rue the fact that we use perfectly good adjectives and then we can't use them anymore, and we use them for hateful reasons. That kind of bothers, right? So this specialty espresso drink, this is going to be a mocha something, and I guess if we had to guess, I'd say latte. Yeah, that's just that H there. So I'm going to go ahead and put in Chips Ahoy and try to figure out what this is supposed to be here. Hunter in the night sky could be Orion. Prefix meaning straight or correct, and I think we're going to the Latin here. Ortho. We could be itty. gave credit where credit was due. Okay, so I'm excited. Todd Browning, yeah. And the whole shebang. Wow, you know, they do have an exclamation mark at the end of Chips Ahoy. When I ate such things many, many years ago, I liked Chips Ahoy, but only after a small amount of time in the microwave. Okay, Pilates class equipment. All I can think of is straps and mats. So I don't even know what those things are called. Bands? I don't know. Transformers, maybe morphs. Like some accounts, maybe oral. Juvenile rebuttal. Maybe RSO. Don't know. Singer who coaches on The Voice familiarly. I think they were talking about Madam Rap McIntyre. Out of bounds could be taboo. Exciting in a noisy or nonviolent way. English town known for its mineral springs, and that's Epsom. Musical aptitude could be an ear. So major fantasy sports platform, that's got the asterisk, and I guess that's Yahoo, and I guess we put in the thing again. So maybe exciting or noisy in a violent way, slam bang. And then we got shebang over here, right there, the whole shebang. And then Chips Ahoy. Okay, well, I think I get this now. So we're having a bang up of a good time then, aren't we, today? With exclamation marks. One's doing impressions, not as good as my Keanu Reeves or Al Pacino. That's right. First actor to portray a Bond villain, Le Chiffre, in 1954, and that is Peter Lorre. Peter Lorre, I think some people call him. I know, it's probably very British, but I always says Lorre. I don't know, I just made it French. Speller's clarification. I don't know. Many basketball buckets. Totally perplexed could be at sea. That's right. I guess could just be a yeah. Okay. Speller's clarification. Maybe as in. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Mini basketball buckets again. Finish in grand style like the answers to the star clues. Okay, this came to me. Are you seeing it? Let me move this yellow square over. Do you see it? Take it slow here for a second. Goes, and then goes what? Oh, blank T with a bang. Man, I mean, we busted it already. That's no fun. I still gotta get the rest of them. Gelatin. I mean, I think I did. I mean, I could be wrong as I'll get out. And if I am, I'm going to be eating some crow or drinking liquid crow. A gelatin substitute in vegan recipes. I guess that would be auger. Meadow call. Oh, who knows? Teller of tales. I guess that could be a bard. And the reason I'm kind of falling into bard so quickly is I'm thinking the meadow call could be a bat. So, Oscar-winning Hathaway and, okay, Lorna Doone. You know, I wonder, I mean, do you think that R.D. Blackmore, do you think he had any idea that his book would be so well embraced so far into the future that we're still doing it here in crossword puzzles today, several hundred years later? I don't know. was neighbors with. Get more of the same, maybe. Maybe, how about to reorder? Classic children's song about a lark. Speaking of French, Alouette, jolie alouette. How children's books are often read aloud and before bed. 1 of 4 in Earth's history, and I guess this would be an eon. And I guess was neighbors with, maybe bordered. Willa Cather novel set in 1880s Nebraska. Well, I mean, if you're a fan of Willa Cather at all, which I am, you know immediately because in the title it's got an exclamation mark, right? So, oh, pioneers. And now what we got here? Ran, maybe aired. Criminal group, usually a ring, right? Hardship could be a trial. Rigid bracelets. Oh, so bangles. Okay. Present for 1, a tense, makes sense. And a response, s'il vous plaît. Convenience would be a self-addressed stamped envelope. Outlines, edges, good. I feel really good about this unless I fat-fingered something. And if you saw me do that, I'm very sorry, especially if you're OCD and it's driving you crazy. But I don't see anything that just looks out of whack here so far. Nickname for une padre, and that would probably be Puppy. Aptly named 2-time Super Bowl MVP. How about Star? Otis Day and the Nights. You know you make me want to shout. Okay, so digression of sorts. So what do you think? An aside? Maybe an aside. That was my best aside. Belgian town known for its mineral springs, of course. And 1 of 11 in the 12 Days of Christmas. Piper. Okay, got it. Tracking. Moving. Spanish region with a namesake wine. I know it well. Rioja. All right. Currency units in Nepal and Sri Lanka. And these are rupees. A union gain. Anesthetized, maybe under. So a union gain, I mean, yeah, hell, it could be an in-law, right? I mean, it could be. Academy newbie, maybe a plebe. Son of Zeus, Aries. Slogan in the 2016 Republican presidential primary. I guess that would be a job. Had too much for short. OD'd. Rocks out to heavy metal. Yeah, this is good. Headbangs. What are we, in the back seat of that Pacer or the Gremlin or whatever kind of car it was in Wayne's World? Creates a buzz for maybe hypes. So, what we got now? Many basketball buckets. Well, that was easy. 2s, of course. That makes sense. British unit of math. Now, if you're new to these, when you've got these 5 letters, it's usually either going to be a ton, because in England they spell it T-O-N-N-E, or a stone. And there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Org that delivers, yes. United States Postal Service. What did I get wrong over here? That doesn't look very good to me with this. First of all, a misspelled scepters, but let's see. Feature of woulda, coulda, or shoulda. Silent L. Now I feel better about it. I was like, wait a minute, T and L don't go any time together, right? So, plant in the Allium family, and I do believe this is a leek. Scroll holder is an arc. Songwriter Novello, and that is Ivor. And I think my favorite song from him goes back to like pre-World War I, but it was like Keep the Home Fires Burning or something like that. It's very Gershwin-esque, right? You know. Head off, I guess we're going to avert. And with that, how do we do, Bob? I don't think we've broken 14 minutes yet this week. So this, but a pretty solid puzzle. I mean, it was a clever thing with the exclamation mark. I like how he brought in shebang and headbangs and, you know, bangles. I mean, it was good stuff. You know, the Yahoo, right? You know, and jub, you know, whatever. Yeah, okay, so I don't know. Otherwise, fairly unremarkable. Not a ton of, you know, inelegant fill, but for the most part, this should be something that, you know, outside of the exclamation marks. I mean, it should be relatively doable if you've got a moderate amount of experience, right? But no, good stuff. So we'll kick this out of here until we meet again tomorrow. But in the meantime, I just wanted to say, it's just so incredibly thrilling to wake up every morning to see these really cool comments and, you know, the new likes and the new subscribers and whatnot. Just watching it slowly grow, and it just makes me so proud. And so if you have any ideas or you have any input or something that you just don't like, then let me know. You shoot me a note. If you don't want to make a public comment under the video, then just go into the description below and send me an email. I'll get it, and I'll reply to you. I promise you. In the meantime, let's go ahead and pull down our farewell slide. Until tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. L'chaim. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Be well. Be good to each other out there.